Hello, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the introduction. My name is Tim Boire. I'm the CEO of VenoStent, where we're developing a smart polymer wrap to transform the lives of millions of hemodialysis patients worldwide. Dialysis is the primary lifeline for 500,000 Americans with failed kidneys, and arteriovenous fistulas are the artery vein connection surgically created to enable these life-saving dialysis treatments. Our bioresorbable mechanical support helps to basically allow the arteriovenous fistulas to remodel outwards rather than inwards, to maintain flow, preserve the AVF, and sustain life longer and better for patients. We currently have 16 months of runway and are seeking a $10 million Series A early next year to support a US pivotal study. And we're also going to have some initial clinical data available later this year, and we're less than 18 months from IDE submission. 1 in 8 people in the world suffer from or have malfunctional kidneys, and 500,000 Americans are relying on hemodialysis to sustain life. Dialysis filters out toxins in the blood that your kidneys normally would by passing blood from your body, passing it through a dialyzing filter, and returning it to your body clean. A vascular access site is created to allow for dialysis needles to pass the blood in and out of your body, filtered and clean. Not much has changed in the way of dialysis over the last 50 years, and clinical outcomes tend to be poor. The access site with the best clinical outcomes is the arteriovenous fistula, which is a direct surgical connection of an artery to a vein in your arm. The problem with the AVF, or arteriovenous fistula, is that the vein is not equipped for the high flow, high pressure environment, and as a result, the vein is too flimsy and it's overexpands in this environment. What that leads to is damage of the inner protective lining of the vein and results in the migration of cells inward, causing obstruction of blood flow and occlusions through the AVF. The AVF is a really precious resource for patients because there's only typically up to 4 potential sites for the AVF creation, and when those AVFs go down, they need revision surgery interventions, and all the while they're relying on a central line catheter. These sites can easily get abandoned as well, and this central line catheter is highly prone to infections, adverse cardiovascular events, and can lead to many deaths. It's also a problem for Medicare, where each of these failures costs about $30,000. And the failure rates are 65% within a 12-month period. So clearly something needs to change. Enter our solution, Self-Wrap, which is a way to prevent the vascular access site from failing. It's a bioresorbable mechanical support to induce the outward rather than inward migration of cells within the vein wall to support blood flow. And so we did an initial proof of concept in 14 sheep, where we found the AVFs that were surgically created significantly reduced the stenosis and occlusion of these AVFs compared to the untreated AVFs, and that was over the course of a 90-day period. We're now set to begin our first feasibility study in 20 human subjects, and we'll have initial clinical data available later this year. Jeff Lux and I are the 2 co-founders of VenoStent. We have a 5-member board of directors and 8 full-time employees to support all of our operations. I first discovered this smart material in 2012 during my PhD in biomedical engineering at Vanderbilt University, and uncovered the exciting potential of applying this material as a wrap for hemodialysis patients in 2014 during the NSF I-Corps program. Jeff and I founded VenoStent in 2017, and have since then we've raised about $7 million in dilutive and non-dilutive funding, including the KidneyX Redesigned Dialysis Phase 2 prize. KidneyX is a public-private partnership between the American Society of Nephrology and the Department of Health and Human Services, and represents buy-in of our approach from technical and domain experts. We are now seeking a $10 million Series A next year to support that pivotal study and complete our market submission to the FDA in 2024. And this is about a $5 billion domestic market opportunity and $20 billion globally. In terms of competition, there's nothing actually FDA approved, no FDA approved products to prevent AVF failures. Vascular therapies and Laminate Medical are probably the closest to the US market. Laminate has shown the benefit of a mechanical support in their clinical studies to date with their nitinol mesh. We provide this similar type of mechanical support, but do so with a slowly degradable material. And this basically obviates or reduces the downside risks of having a permanent metal cage around vessels. And also, unlike laminate, we have a conforming personalized fit to each AVF with our materials, which we believe to be beneficial. And there shouldn't be any issues with interventions like balloon angioplasty with our flexible, resorbable materials. So with that, I'd just like to say thank you for your attention and look forward to speaking with you. Thank you.